Sir.
Good evening.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Evening, sir.
Shravya is going bonkers. How come it is good morning? She's thinking. So it's good morning from. Good morning. Sorry. Good evening from.
Sir, I'm eating my breakfast.
Yes.
Can
Yeah.
I finish?
Yes. Please go ahead and finish.
Oh. Morning breakfast.
Okay. In the meanwhile, I'll just finish this last part which we were doing yesterday. So just have a look. So I was saying why we should not be bringing the queen out early in the game. Okay. So just have a look at this game. E4, E5, white plays queen H5. He's attacking the pawn. Black now plays knight to C6. He's protecting this pawn. And now white played bishop C4. The queen is trying to give a checkmate. So we learned in our lessons on defending, right? That blocking is one of the best methods in defending. So if you observe, the queen is trying to give a checkmate on f7. So we block it with pawn to g6. Once again, queen is trying to come and give a checkmate on f7. Now, Shravya, how will you block it? Bring some monkey in between the queen and this pawn.
Okay, sir, I'll explain it to her.
Yes.
I finished my breakfast.
Great. Let's just wait for Shravya to answer this. We did this yesterday.
Sir, knight to f6.
That's correct. Good to see you working it out, Shravya. Very good. So the knight goes to f6. The queen cannot attack. Now this knight is feeling very bad because he's saying the queen took away my chair. This is my chair. This is where I need to go to sit so that I can castle. But thanks to this queen is sitting over here, I cannot do it. So once again, the queen came here trying to attack on f7. For which black now plays knight to d4. Okay. So knight is attacking the queen. And we'll see what happens if bishop captures the pawn. So here, king just moves. And king is saying to the queen, if you move away from this line, I will capture this bishop. You'll have to say bye-bye to Suravi, the bishop. Okay. So, meanwhile, the queen is saying, oh my God, I'm under attack. The knight is attacking the queen. If I go here, the pawn can capture me or this knight can capture. And in case if I bring my queen to d5, this knight will capture me. Oh God, how do I protect this bishop? Queen can go to c4 to protect this bishop. And now black says, I'm gonna chase you away. So black plays pawn to b5, chasing away this queen. Okay. Now the queen, if it sits here, the knight is capturing. If it sits here, the knight will capture. If it sits here, again, this knight will capture. So the queen has to probably go back here. And king says, yummy, I got this bishop. Okay. So therefore, the bishop should not be capturing the pawn on f7. Okay. So the white player plays queen to c3. He is moving his queen so many times. And now knight says, I want somebody to help me in capturing this pawn so that I can attack the king and the rook. So the bishop says, open the door, please. I need to go here and help the knight attack on c2. So black played pawn to d5. Bishop captures the pawn. Now we need to get this pawn out of the way. So knight captures this bishop. And now pawn captures. And finally the bishop says, yay, Shravya, I know you're the knight. You want to go here, right? I'm giving you protection. Go. But the white player said, no ways. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking your bishop from giving you protection in attacking the pawn on c2. Aha. The knight says, this queen is sitting like Scooby-Doo, the doggy, and protecting this pawn on c2. So what to do with Scooby-Doo? We need to give him a biscuit, throw a bone. Krishna, all the best. Give Scooby-Doo a biscuit. So unmute yourself and answer. Where is Krishna now? If he doesn't unmute, he has unmuted. Ippudu cheppu, em chestavani? Give this doggy a biscuit. We did this yesterday.
Sir, whose turn?
Krishna's turn.
Okay.
Not me.
Sir, C4.
What? This is c4, my dear. What should black be playing?
The knight will go.
Rat. What did
Knight.
it? 1 second. How can you go to c4 with your knight? Do you think you can go to c4 with your knight?
No, sir.
Then the knight wants to come to c2, but this queen is protecting c2. So what should we be doing? This queen is protecting the c2 square. So we need to give away a piece to this queen as a biscuit. Sumadva got it right. I'll only give you 1 more minute because we did this yesterday.
A3.
I'm saying it is black to play. And you're playing white as white over here. Okay, I'm passing this to somebody else. Suravi, it's your turn.
Can you please repeat the question again?
See, the thing is, this knight wants to capture the pawn, okay, like this. But the problem is the queen will capture the knight. So we need to stop this queen from protecting the c2 pawn. Okay, the queen is sitting like a doggy protecting the pawn on c2. Okay, so how do you pull this queen away from protecting c2? Give her a chocolate. Give her a piece to eat, so that the knight can go to c2 and attack the king and rook.
Or I sent it.
Keep silent.
Sir, I think bishop should go to b4.
That's correct. You mean to say here, right? Bishop to b4? Okay, bishop to b4 is correct. Now what happens is this queen captures this bishop. And now the knight captures the pawn, and it's a royal fork or a family fork. Okay, so the knight is giving a check and attacking the rook and the queen. Okay, the king moves, the knight captures the queen, like the movie hero. Okay, so let's go on to the next position. Just a second, children. I'll just share this game across in the WhatsApp group, and then we can proceed to okay. Just a second. Okay. So we now proceed to our one more checkmates. Here we go. So it is black to play and one more checkmate. Just a second. Yeah. So Nidhi, it's your turn. Not Nidhi. Hold on. What am I saying? Vyom, it's your turn. Vyom, black to play and give a checkmate in one move. Unmute yourself and answer, Vyom.
The rook goes to c1.
That's correct. So this is checkmate. Okay. The poor king cannot go anywhere because all these pawns are sitting in front. So, Vyom.
The same thing.
What?
Same thing on chat.
Good. So keep sending it in chat. I will be observing it. Okay. I did see Risha, Suravi, Sumadva also send it across. Okay. This is an awesome problem. Poor king is stuck because of this pawn and the bishop. Black to play. One more checkmate. Risha, it is your turn. Black to play. Give a checkmate in one move.
bishop to f6.
Excellent, Risha. You got it right. So this is checkmate. The king cannot go to b2 because it's still a check from the bishop.
I did F6 too.
Yes, I did see Kian and Sumadva and Shravya also answer on chat. All right, this is a smothered mate.
Sir, your knight sent it.
Good. So white to play, checkmate in one move, and it is Suravi's turn. Suravi Kaushik, good luck. White to play, one move checkmate.
Black king.
Risha got it, Sumadva got it. Vyom didn't get it. Vyom blunder. Kian got it.
Sir, c7.
Correct. Who goes to c7?
Sir, even I sent it.
Very good. The knight goes to c7, and this is checkmate. The king is stuck behind its pawns and the rook. They're hugging him tightly. They're saying, "We love you so much." And poor guy, because of all their love, so much of love, the king has no space to go. And Suravi said, "I'm coming in an aeroplane and giving checkmate." The knight is flying. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Shravya, it's your turn.
Sir, I also sent it.
Good. Rook spelling is R-O-O-K. Okay, white to play. Checkmate in one move. Give a check in such a way that the king doesn't escape anywhere. White to play, checkmate in one move. It's Shravya's turn. Correct. No, whose turn is it? Yeah, Shravya's turn only.
Okay,
Shravya, open your mouth and answer.
Sir, yes, sir. Queen to e8.
Very good, Shravya. You're doing really well. Excellent. Very good. So queen to e8. King cannot come to f7 because the queen is there. Excellent. So Shravya went to 160. So queen d8 was wrong. King can escape to f7. Okay. So Kian and Tanvi were the only ones who got it on chat. All right. Black to play. One move checkmate. And Kian, it is your turn. Kian, black to play. One move checkmate.
Okay, sir. What is the question?
Black to play. One move checkmate. Risha got it. Tanvi got it. Sumadva got it.
Sir, we direct Marsa.
Vyom got it.
A8.
What?
A8.
That's right. Who goes to A8?
The rook.
Very good. The rook goes to A8, and this is checkmate. Poor king. He got stuck because of the
Yeah, it's stuck
so-called
there.
elephant. Some of you call elephant, right? The rook is sitting right next to the king, and he didn't give him some space. And the white king got stuck and got checkmated. So Kian gets to 140. Kian, you've begun to do really well. How old are you, Kian?
I'm 7 years old.
Oh, when I first saw you, I thought you're about 10 or 11. Okay, so white to play. And Smera's turn. Is Smera over here? Yes, she's there. Smera is from Indonesia. White to play. Checkmate in one move.
The queen to c6.
Very good. You got it right. Excellent. The king gets stuck between the rook on a5 and the pawn on a7. You are all doing really well in one move checkmates. Krishna, a chance to reach 100. White to play. Checkmate in one move.
Sir, the queen goes to f8.
Perfect. You got it right. So queen f8 is checkmate.
Thank you.
Krishna touched 100. So Sumadva, it's your turn next. Here we go. Sumadva, white to play. One move checkmate.
Rook to e8.
That's right. Rook to e8 is checkmate. Suravhi and Smera also got it right. So poor thing, the king cannot escape anywhere. The knight is blocking him, and king on b8 or d8, it's a check from the rook. Good.
Sir, what is my score?
I'll tell you. Sumadva is on 190. Tanvi is on 70. Krishna is on 100. Smera is on 120. Kian is on 140. Shravya is at 160. Suravhi is at 70. Risha at 90. Vyom is on 60. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. The penultimate problem. This is a very nice, interesting problem. The black king is stuck in a traffic jam. All of the pieces are circling around. Tanvi, all the best. White to play, checkmate in one move.
Sir, I sent it.
Good. It's Tanvi's turn. So far, only Shravya has gotten it right. Shravya and Kian. So,
I also sent it.
yeah, Risha also got it right. Vyom got it right.
Sir, knight to
Ra-
f6.
That's correct. Knight to f6. Tanvi is also right. So whoever found knight f6 is correct. Whoever found knight h6 is wrong because king can escape to h7. Okay. So Tanvi gets 10 points. All right. It is black to play and checkmate in one move. And it is Vyom's turn. Vyom, all the best.
Rook to h1.
That is wrong because the knight can block the check. Rook h1, knight will block by playing knight to h2. Okay, so the next person. Risha, it's your turn. Black to play, one move checkmate. That's correct. The rook goes to h5 and this is checkmate. Okay. So the king cannot go anywhere.
Sir,
Risha, you reached 100.
I did that too, sir.
And now let's go on to the next part of this one more checkmates. Planning mate. Okay, this time you need to keep a queen on the board in such a way that it is a one more checkmate. So you have a white queen in your hand and you need to give a checkmate in one move. So Suravi Kaushik, where will you keep a white queen in this position so that it's a checkmate in one move?
E8.
Excellent. You got it right. King cannot go to d7. Shravya, it's your turn now.
Sir, even
You
I
have a
saw-
rook in your hand.
Yeah.
So where will you keep a rook in this position, Shravya?
Okay, sir, I'll explain it to her.
Sir, I sent you a message.
Okay.
Sir, even I sent you the answer.
Except for Vyom and Krishna, nobody got it right.
A6.
Perfect.
Rook to A6. Rook to A6. Right, rook to A6.
Please mute yourself.
Rook to A6.
Sir, rook to A6.
Shravya got it right. Rook to A6. Shravya, did you hear from somebody?
Kind of, sir. She got the hint. That is supposed
Yeah.
to be a bit away from the king.
Poor thing. Risha was shouting, and write that move, write that move. Rook A6 is checkmate. King is stuck. Sumadva also got it. Okay. This time you have a queen in your hand. Where will you keep this queen? And it is Kian's turn.
Place a queen on the board. The black check.
Sir,
പിന്നെ எங்கடி வைக்கணுங்க வந்து black checkmate ஆக்கிறதுக்கு
I'll
will you-
put the queen to F8.
A8.
Here is it. You want to keep it here, Kian?
Sir, I sent it.
Others keep silent. Do not
Oh,
interrupt.
E7.
E7
This is E7. You want to come to E7 over here?
Yes.
Went wrong. It's not even a check. The king is elsewhere. E7 is elsewhere. Okay. So let's go on to the next person. Smera, it is your turn. Where will you keep the
எங்க
queen?
queen வைப்பாங்க வந்து நீ queen to
Others, mute yourselves, please.
A8 and check. F8.
Queen to where? F?
A.
This is F8. You want to go to F8?
No. E8.
E8. E8 is wrong because the king will escape to G7. Okay. And Krishna Murari, it's your turn. Where will you keep a queen in this position?
Sir, I sent it.
Yes, I know. I do see your answers. Don't worry about it. So Krishna, you went wrong on your message.
Sir, E6.
This is wrong because if you keep the queen on E6, king can escape to G7 or F8. Okay, so E6 is wrong. Sumadva, it's your turn. Where will you keep your queen?
F7.
Very good. You got it right. Queen F7 is checkmate. So Risha got it right. Surabhi got it right. So and Sumadva also.
So Shravya
Surabhi,
also said
200.
this and got it right.
Great. Good, Shravya.
I sent it and got it right.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one. This time you have a queen in your hand. Tanvi, it's your turn. Where will you keep a queen?
Sir, I sent it.
It's Tanvi's turn. Others, do not interrupt. I am observing that you're sending it. Do not suddenly interrupt that you're saying you sent it. Where will you keep this queen in such a way that, look at the squares that the king can go to, escape, the flight squares. King can escape to c6 and e6. So we have to give a check in such a way that the king doesn't escape those squares.
Queen to
Sit.
C8. So queen to C8.
Queen to c8. Here is it. You want to go there?
So
Hmm. Hmm.
yes.
You went wrong. The king will capture the queen. Okay. And Vyom, it's your turn. Where will you keep the queen, Vyom?
So queen at A D
A?
E8.
That's right. Queen to e8 is correct with the support of the pawn. Okay. The king cannot go to c6 because it's a check from the queen. The king cannot go to c8. Again, it's a check from the queen. King cannot go to e6. Again, it's a check. So therefore, this is checkmate. Good, Vyom. Vyom, we have gone to 70. So let's go on to the next one. You have a queen in your hand, white queen, white to play. Risha, where will you keep this queen?
Here. Here.
તો આને મારી પાસે કે અહીંયા આવશે તો મારશે અહીંયા આવશે તો તું ક્રોસ નહીં
Very good. You got it right. Risha is doing really well. So
Right.
Risha went to 110. Surabhi, it's your turn now.
Okay.
Sir, I sent it.
Yeah, Sumadva also got it. Shravya also got it. Vyom also got it. Okay. You have a white rook. Where will you keep this rook in this position? Surabhi, it's your turn.
રૂકને ક્યાં મૂકીશ તું એનું નથી
E6.
What?
G6.
Okay. If you bring your rook to g6,
The knight will.
this is g6, knight will capture the rook. When
Sir, I sent it.
others wait, do not interrupt. We are not at done.
યા કરેક્ટ કરો
Please mute yourself, or else what I'll do is I'll have to keep yourselves permanently muted.
Sir, I think it's G6.
No second chance, please.
You didn't hear.
No second chance. So, Shravya, it's your turn now. Unmute yourself and answer,
Sir,
Shravya.
G7.
Whoa,
So she had sent it in chat like immediately.
excellent. That's right. Rook to G7 is checkmate with the support of the bishop. King cannot
Two.
capture the rook.
Sir, even I sent it.
Yeah. Shravya went to 180. Kashyap, does Shravya turn 6 this year or 5 this year?
Sir, she has turned 6.
Oh,
She'll
she's
become-
turned.
No, she has turned 6 just like this November. She's like
She'll-
the ones who are like 1 year before in the grade.
Okay.
Kind of like the 2008s in my grade.
All right. So in a few months, she'll turn 6. Okay.
No, she has
So-
turned 6. She'll be 7 next November 26th.
Okay.
24th.
As of now, she's 5 years.
6,
So,
6.
all right. The white to play and checkmate. Where will you keep the queen? Kian, it is your turn.
I sent it.
It is Kian's turn. Wait.
It will go to G6.
Oh no. The knight will capture the queen. Went wrong. If the knight wasn't there and if somebody else was there instead, then it would have been a checkmate. Okay. Let's
I
go on
know
to
what
the
is
next
it.
person. 1 second. Smera, it's your turn. Smera, where will you keep a queen in this particular position?
F7.
Perfect. You got it right. Queen F7 is checkmate.
I
Krishna,
did
it's your turn now.
H7, sir.
Good. Guys, don't worry, I'm actually observing all of you. Okay. So let's go on to the next one. This time you have a queen in your hand and you have a pawn in the center of the board. Okay. So Krishna, where will you keep a queen in this particular position? It should be a checkmate.
F5.
Hmm.
Sir, F5.
That's correct. You got it right. Queen F5 is checkmate. King cannot escape.
Krishna.
You saw it. I also sent it.
Good. I did see Sumadva, Shravya, Vyom getting this right. Okay, so
110.
Unmute. Sorry, muted.
let's go on to the next one. 2 more problems left, just 2 more. So white to play, you need to keep a queen in this position. The question is, where would you keep it? Sumadva, it's your turn. White to play, 1 move checkmate.
H7.
That's correct. You got it right. With the support of the bishop, you're giving a checkmate.
Sir, even I got it right.
Yes. Vyom got it right. Shravya got it right. Kian also got it right. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This is the last one in this particular segment of problems. Okay, where will you keep a white rook in this position? Tanvi.
Sir, repeat the question. We just got the connection lost, so I again log in back.
Okay. So white to play, 1 move checkmate. Where would you keep a white rook in this particular position?
Okay, sir.
Sir, rook to A5.
That's perfect. You got it right. Rook to a5 is checkmate. King cannot go to a7. It's a check from the rook. So Tanvi went to 90.
Sir, even I sent it.
Yeah, Vyom got it. Shravya got it. Kian also got it. And Sumadva also got it. Let's go on to the next one. Rather, the next segment. Okay, so we are done with 41 more checkmate problems. We need to look into the next 40. Okay, and there will be more number of pieces coming in. Okay, so just watch. So just watch this. With the support of the pawn, the queen just goes to g7 and gives a checkmate. This time, the rook is not allowing the king to escape anywhere. And the bishop just goes to d4 and gives a checkmate. See this? Now the king cannot go to g7 or g8 because the rook is cutting off the king. The rook is not allowing the king to go to g7 or g8. So once again, in this position, this is the guard, the square that we have a guard for this pawn. Okay, so the only square that the king can go to is g8. So we give a check on c8. So rook to c8 is checkmate. The black king cannot go to g7 or g8. Once again, the pawn is acting like a king, and what we do is we bring the rook to c8 and give a checkmate. Okay, chasing and guarding. Now look at this. This bishop is guarding these squares, the b7 and a8 squares. And the knight gives a check in such a way that the king's escape square on c7 is guarded. So knight goes to a6, check, and this is checkmate. Okay, it is exercise time. White to play, checkmate in one move. Whose turn was it? I think, was it Vyom? Yes. Vyom, white to play, one more checkmate. It is Vyom's turn. What happened to Vyom? He vanished.
H6.
Who goes to h6?
Bishop.
Perfect. I thought you will say queen. So bishop to h6, this is checkmate. All the squares have been taken away by the bishop and the queen. So my wife is clapping for you. All right, Risha, it's your turn now. Risha, one move checkmate. Observe where the king can escape to and give a check in such a way that the king cannot escape there.
Sir, are we white or black?
You're white. White to play, one more checkmate. Shravya already got it.
Sir, even I got it.
Yes, Kian also got it. Sumadva also got it. Vyom also got it.
Rook to h7.
Correct. Can the king capture the rook?
No.
because the bishop is there. Good. So Risha gets to 120. Suruvi, it's your turn. Suruvi, black to play. Poor king cannot go anywhere. Black to play, one more checkmate. All the best, Suruvi.
Sir, how many points am I?
What's your name?
Vyom.
Vyom, you're on 80. You were the last person who was admitted into this batch.
Sir, I think it's D1.
What goes to D1?
Queen goes to D1.
Okay. If the queen goes to D1, is the queen protected on D1?
No.
King can capture the queen, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, therefore, you've gone wrong. Shravya, it's your turn now. Shravya, one more checkmate.
Okay, sir, I'm explaining it to her.
One knight will go to G2.
Correct. You got it right.
Sir,
Knight
you
G2
gave
is
a hint.
checkmate. Knight G2 is checkmate.
Sushita,
Shravya
sir, you
wants
gave a hint.
190. Okay. What?
You gave a hint. That's why she got it.
I never gave a hint.
Sir, you put your mouse on G2. And so
Did
she
my
said
wife do
G2.
it? Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
did I got it right? I did in the checkbox.
Sumadra got it right. See, ask yourself, if you have sent it to G2, then you're correct. In case you went to E2, with what did you go to E2? That is the question. If you had written NG,
With the queen. I
then the
got
white queen would have captured. That is wrong. Okay. All right. White to play and checkmate in one move. And it is Kian's turn. All the best, Kian. White to play.
okay, sir. What's the question again?
White to play and checkmate in one move.
Okay. The queen goes to E8.
See properly. Is this E8? This is E8. Can the queen go to
Yeah.
E8?
No. The cool the
No problem. It's okay.
the bishop goes to F7.
Okay. The bishop goes to F7. The bishop can only attack in a diagonal. Now, let me ask you, can the bishop attack straight like this?
No.
So therefore, this is not even a check. Went wrong.
Smera, it is your turn.
White to play, checkmate in 1 move. Suraj got it right.
Sir, I sent it.
Krishna got it right. Vyom got it right. Smera, it's your turn. It is Smera's turn.
Yeah, maybe. My figure. The into the queen to H8.
If the queen goes to H8, the black queen will capture the queen. Went wrong. Krishna, it is your turn. Good luck, Krishna.
Sir, the queen goes to D8.
That's right. Queen to D8 is checkmate. Okay. So observe that the king cannot go to F7 because the bishop is there. Okay. So Krishna eventually got it.
Sir, even I got it.
Madhva got it. Risha also got it. Tanvi also got it.
Sir Shravya.
Okay. And also Shravya. So Sumadva, it's your turn. White to play. 1 move checkmate.
Queen to H5.
You got it right. Queen H5 is correct. So here we go. The king cannot escape to G8 or G7 because of the rook. You went to 220. Okay, let's go on to Tanvi. So white to play, 1 move checkmate, Tanvi. You answer this, you'll get 200.
Am I?
White to play, 1 move checkmate.
Sir, bishop to F8.
Is that a check? No, right? The bishop, which is sitting on a dark square, cannot attack the king, which is on a light square. So therefore, that is wrong. Vyom, it's your turn.
Bishop to G7.
I told you what just now. A bishop which is sitting on a dark square cannot attack something on a light square.
But sir, it's blocking a green square.
But is that a check? Is the bishop on G7 attacking the king?
No. Yes.
How is it possible? How is it possible? It's not even a check, right? The bishop can only give a check in a diagonal. Shravya, don't fight. Risha, it's your turn. White to play. One more checkmate.
Rook to F8.
That's correct. You got it right. Rook to F8. This is checkmate. With the support of the bishop. Okay. Just a second. Bishop here is checkmate. Let's go on to the problems now. We'll be finishing 10 problems today in this. Okay, here we go. One more checkmate. Black to play. King cannot go to F3 or F4 or F5. Okay, because this rook is also guarding. This king is also guarding. Okay, black to play. One more checkmate. Surabhi, it is your turn.
We are black, no?
Black, you have to give checkmate.
2 seconds to which are following.
Sir,
Yeah,
sir, which color should move?
black to play. Black to play and checkmate in one move. Surabhi's turn.
One more.
Go to G7. G7 చేస్తే ఈడ గ్రూప్ ఉంది కదా వీడు ఇట్లా వస్తాను కొడతాను ఇట్లా వస్తాను సార్ ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ G7.
That's correct. You got it right. Rook to G7 is checkmate. King cannot go to F3 or F4 or F5 because of the black king. King cannot go to H3 or H4 or H5 because of this rook. Okay, so you went to 90. Shravya, it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
This queen has tied up this king. White to
Sir,
play.
I'll
one more
explain
checkmate.
it.
White to play. One more checkmate.
Sir, bishop to F6.
That's correct. This queen is guarding the other squares. The queen is telling, I've tied up this king. Come and give a checkmate. So bishop goes to F6. This is checkmate. Okay. Shravya went to 200. Kian, it's your turn. Kian, white to play. One more checkmate. We'll be ending with Tanvi. Okay. Because we started off with Vyom.
Okay.
Kian, one move, checkmate. White to play.
Okay, sir. The rook.
One
Got-
rook is correct, one rook is wrong. So careful.
The rook goes to C8.
Here is it.
No, this one.
Okay, I just laid out a trap for you. That's correct. So rook to C8 is right. This is checkmate. The king cannot go to A7 or B7 because of this rook. So Kian goes to 150. Let's go on to the next one. This time, black to play, one move checkmate. It is Smera's turn. Black to play, one move checkmate.
Checkmate the king on white.
Black to play, checkmate the white king.
The queen has to go to e5.
If you go to e5, the king will escape to a2. So therefore, this is incorrect. Okay. Krishna, it's your turn. You have to give a check in such a way that king doesn't go to a2 and b2.
So a3.
That's correct.
Okay.
Queen goes to a3 and this is checkmate. King cannot go to b1. Bishop is there. $130 is your score, Krishna. Let's go on to the next one. And this time it is Sumadva's turn. Black to play. One move checkmate. All the best. Don't blunder.
Queen to d1.
That's right. I initially thought you'll do queen to b1. Bishop would have captured
Yeah.
the queen then.
Yeah.
You almost do that.
Yeah, I almost did that.
That's the reason I said don't blunder. So queen to d1 is checkmate. King cannot go to g2 or h2 because of the rook on a2. So Sumadva got it right. Tanvi, it's your turn now. White to play, checkmate in one move, Tanvi. White to play and checkmate in one move.
So queen to g8.
That's not a checkmate because somebody can capture. The knight can capture. Incorrect.
Sorry, sent it.
What?
I sent it.
Okay. Vyom, it's your turn. One more checkmate.
Queen to h6.
That's correct. Queen h6 is checkmate. King cannot go to g8 because of this pawn. Vyom went to 90. Risha, it's your turn. We'll finish off this. Just 4 more problems. White to play, checkmate in one move. The king cannot go anywhere except g4. So give a check in such a way that he doesn't go to g4. That's correct. This is checkmate. You went to 140. Surabhi, it's your turn. A chance to reach 100.
Okay, sir.
Black to play. Checkmate in one move. Poor king cannot go anywhere. One simple check should be a checkmate. Black to play.
These are the three possible things.
If we keep it here, let's keep like this or like this.
Here, where you want to keep this down.
Down. If then he will escape like this. 1, 1, 2, 14. Like 1, 1, 2, 1, 14. 1, 1, 2. It will 14. Now it will go and it shape like this. Okay, go top. Yeah. And it I sent it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Sir, I also sent it. No, 1, 1, 2, 1. Can go and check like this. So it will go like this, or it will go like this. Okay. We can't do two. Only one move.
Let's. Yes, I know. Don't worry.
Sir, I think knight should go to F2.
Ah, the only problem with knight to F2 is it is blocking the rook, and the king will be escaping to G2 or H2. Okay. Shravya, it's your turn. Let me observe your answer, by the way. Shravya has not yet answered.
Oh.
Yes, Shravya?
Sir, G3.
Knight to G3 is checkmate. King cannot go to H2 or G2 because the rook is there. King cannot go to G1, the bishop is there.
Sir, even I got it right.
Yes, I observed. I'll tell you who all got it right. Krishna also got it right. Surovi now found it. Sumadva got it right. And that was it. Let's go on to the last but one problem. It is black to play. And it is Kian's turn. Kian, black to play and one more checkmate.
Okay, sir.
Give a check to this king.
Give a check to the king.
The black queen moves to G2.
Unfortunately, nobody is protecting the queen. The king will just capture the queen.
Oh,
Okay. Smera, it's your turn. Black to play, one more checkmate.
So put the queen to G4.
Queen to G4. The issue is the king can escape to G2. We should give a check in such a way that he doesn't escape to G2. Okay. So, Krishna, it's your turn. Don't allow it to pass because the person who is going to answer next has gotten the answer. So, Krishna, black to play, one more checkmate.
Chapu, you have to answer it. You have to answer. It's your turn.
sir, G2, queen goes to G2.
Whenever you're in a hurry, don't ever answer when you're in a hurry. Ask yourself if you're correct or wrong. Because see, now look at this. Queen to G2, the king will capture this queen. Okay, there's no protection at all. You need to make sure the queen is protected. So Sumadva knows the answer. Yes, Sumadva. Black to play, one more checkmate. Even Shravya got it.
F1.
That's right. Queen goes to F1 and this is checkmate. King cannot go anywhere. Sumadhva went to 240. Okay, the last question goes to Tanvi. Black to play, one more checkmate. Give a check in such a way that the king doesn't escape to B4.
Sorry. E1 పోతే a little పోతే
ఎవరు పోతారు ఈవెన్కి? ఓకే అక్కడ
Oh
పోతే
no.
ఎవరు టు ప్లే?
Wait, who's playing?
Tanvi's turn.
I know, but like who? Which team needs to make the checkmate?
Black to play.
Okay.
Mistake. Can you?
We can't erase. వీడు ఇట్లిపోతాడు కదా, అకౌంట్ ఇట్లిపోతాడు, వీడి ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఉంది. ఇట్లిపోతే వీడి ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఉంది. అదే ఇట్లిపోతే వీడి ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఉంది. ఇట్లిపోతే ఇప్పుడు రుక్ని ఇక్కడ ప్లేస్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. రుక్ని ఇప్పుడు రుక్ని సీటు రుక్ సీటు.
Yes. The knight to c4.
Knight to C4 doesn't guard the B4 square. Okay. So you should guard this B4 square and give a check. Okay. One second. Vyom, it's your turn. Where will you go with your...
Knight to C2.
That's correct. Knight C2 is checkmate. King cannot go to B4 now because it's protected by this knight. King cannot capture this bishop because rook is protecting. King cannot go to A2 because the bishop is protecting. King cannot go to B2 as well. Or A4, bishop is protecting. So, Vyom, you reached 100. So the score lines for this week are Vyom reached 100, Risha 140, Surabhi 90, Shravya 210,
Sir, but I answered.
Kian got 150, Mera got 130, Krishna got 130, Sumadhva gets 240, Tanvi gets 90. Okay, so congratulations. So we'll meet after a 2-day break. Okay, so the classes are from Friday to Tuesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, enjoy your days. Okay, I hope you have been enjoying your chess classes so far. Bye.
Bye, sir.
You.
నేను అడిగిందని చెప్పలేదేమి.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye. That's
Bye, sir.
Enjoying the classes, చెప్పరా?
Chita, sir.
yeah.
When
Bye,
will they
sir.
playing, sir?
Chess classes so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Kian.
Sir, when will they play?
They'll be playing from Friday. I'll send a WhatsApp message.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye.
మనం మూసేయచ్చా?
ఆ,
I'm at legit అయిపోతా.
leave.
కంటిన్యూ అవంతా మన చేతిలో.
Mute కాలేదు.